Good morning. It's Saturday morning at 9, and it's an early one. So thank you for joining me for those of us who jumped on the call. I was just saying it is a bit early I kind of like the nighttime one because we all go into the Zen state and fall asleep. But what I realize is some people wanted the days, but I think I'm just gonna mix it up. I like the evenings better, but we'll figure this out. But I know a lot of people could not attend this call. I got a lot of gentle email saying, why so early? And why on a Saturday? So I am going to record this one fully through and post it to the regulars that want to be here and can't join today. And today's topic today, if anyone has a topic they want to talk about or anything that they're feeling bubbling up, feel free to put it in the chat. But what I was feeling today, it's been coming on strong because I personally have gone through so much change, and there's so many people going through change in their life, whether it's relationships, transitions in jobs, friends. How many people will say, I don't have any friends anymore? All my friends are shifting and changing. So there's a lot going on for a lot of people. And really, the only way I get through my day is when I wake up in the morning, I allow a deep breath and I say, thank you, God, for giving me another day to experience. May today be a benevolent day. May I learn what I need to learn today. May I see every experience as a learning experience, no matter how tough or how fun it is. Everything's neutral, and I get to put in how I'm going to deal with it. So, a lot of us, as we move into back or again, get into our healing journey, we're actually leaving separation and moving back to unity. And what does that mean exactly? This is my perception of it. So, whenever you hear something that I say, if it resonates, great. But if it doesn't, we all have our ways of thinking of things. So, my way isn't necessarily the right way, it's just the way I'm thinking of it. But the way I see us leaving from separation is kind of this illusion that we're all separate. That's my neighbor, that's my this, that's my that. But we're actually all from the same thing. We're all in this together. We're all coming in for a same experience. So I remember someone many years ago said to me, "The God in me says hello to the God in you." And I thought it sounded beautiful, but I didn't understand it. But I kind of at that place now where I get it. So there are a lot of people out there that are doing things that aren't so nice, but it's not them. Their authentic self is a part of God because we all are, but they're going through experiences. And what I realize is there is a lot of interference that gets in the way of people's authentic self, which can cause them to have behaviors that aren't so nice. But we're also in separation where, and this is kind of an example of mine, where I was kind to everyone, but I wasn't kind to myself. I was a giver. I could give until I was exhausted, but I didn't receive. That's a form of separation as well. And my assumption is many people who are on the healing journey, who are on these calls, are in that situation where they can give, but they just don't know how to receive. And that is what we're working on. We're shedding the self-esteem issues, the unworthy issues, the lack of confidence, all that stuff that holds us back from shining who we are. Because what we want to do is we want to be able to give, send light, but we also want to include ourselves in that. And if we leave ourselves out of the equation, then we don't get it. And that is something I didn't get. And that was one of my biggest lessons on earth this lifetime. And it's still ongoing. Actually, at some points during my experiences, when I was being taught to stand up for myself and include myself in the love of God, my heart actually hurt. I had physical pain, stomach upset, thinking, how can I say no to this person who I've always said yes to because I know that's what they need, even if it's not doing service for me? Now I have to stand up for myself and say, no, I'm first. I'm taking care of me first. Then I'll deal with you in a proper, respectful way with boundaries for myself. That was a very hard lesson, especially for those who give, give, give. We have this thing called the pleasing program. Beam therapy actually says had to please as one of the phrases. So when I was getting beamed on, had to please actually never came up at the beginning because it was one of my biggest issues. And generally, the biggest issues are the ones that are harder to tackle. So they don't present themselves till later on. So we're getting rid of a lot of the junk in our field, a lot of the belief systems that no longer serve us, the traumas, the experiences, things that we were taught. And it's very interesting because there's that good girl syndrome. Oh, a good girl wouldn't do that, or or how many people like that word they call you if you're strong and you're standing up for yourself. Well, I'm strong now and I'm standing up for myself, and I know there are many people in my life that don't like it. And that's okay because I'm not here to be liked by everyone. What I am here is to stand in my truth, have that love for myself so I can hold the light for everybody that comes across my path, regardless if they like me or not. So back in the day, everyone liked me. Why? Because I was agreeable. I did everything people wanted. I could be the best wife, the best girlfriend, the best friend, the best this, the best that, everything. And then I realized I was just tapping out. And then I decided, okay, it's not a decision, a mental decision, because it's really hard to break that programming that we get as young children. We get it from our parents. Our parents are well meaning. They have their own programming. We're in cultural beliefs. We're in this belief. We're in that belief. So we have so many things running in the background. We don't even really understand what we're supposed to feel, what we're supposed to do. So as we're doing these energy work, as you're doing some meditations, affirmations, any type of healing along your journey, what you're actually doing is this authentic self of yours, this perfectness that you are, this magnificence that you are. You're a very powerful being. But what we're taught is you don't matter, what you say doesn't matter, do as I say, do as you're told, all those things. So what happens, it diminishes our light, kind of adds this ickiness and interference of our true innate authentic self that has a beautiful program that came here on earth to shine. So when we're doing this type of healing, it's bubbling up in layers. So there's a lot of people, there's a lot of people who get very uncomfortable during healing sessions. That is because that negativity, that lower vibrational energy that's been on planet Earth for thousands of years is starting to lift. And the lifting is causing kind of the havoc that we see on Earth right now, the polarity between the dark and light. It's not fighting per se. It is the light on the planet is stronger than ever before because we're in a new phase of humanity, but we're seeing it. So we're not only seeing it within ourselves as experience come up to challenge us and say, hey, Brenda, here's yet another challenge that you have to look at. Usually it's your history coming to bite you in the butt because, hey, I was so passive. I let these people do this to me. Now those experiences are coming to me right in front of my face saying, okay, you've ignored it long enough. This experience, you now have to look at it and you need to deal with it. So there's no more running away, looking away, ignoring, being the laid back customer, saying, yeah, okay, do whatever you want to me. I can handle it. A lot of people will say, oh, but I'm so compassionate. I just let people do whatever they want to me because, I don't want to cause a ripple. I don't want to cause an argument. I don't want to cause, yeah, that was me. I was the same. And I use spirituality as an escape. So there's a balance. There's a 3D world that we have to live in. There's this beautiful spirituality we can grow in. There are so many different things, but we need it in balance, in check. I knew that was going to happen, but I'm just going to let that be. So what's happening is as we are growing, we are asking, a lot of us will pray and say, okay, God or universe or angels or higher self, show me my next step. And we want it to be here, like we want to feel good. Well, the next step is the next experience you have to go through. And as we allow a deep breath, we get through it. but it can be uncomfortable. There can be physical pain, emotional pain, but that's part of the growing. So a lot of us who have been in separation our entire life, as we start to go back to unity, we want to go back to a place that's comfortable to us. Okay, God, take me here, but then I'll be comfortable and I don't want to keep going. Well, I keep getting this push, go out of your comfort zone, go further, go further, go further, go further. Some days I don't want to. I'm gonna just hide in my closet and say, I can't deal with this today. There are many days where I know I have four big issues that I need to deal with, and I really have to ground, connect, ask for guidance to go through it because I got this stomach upset, the heart's going, and I'm like, I don't want to deal with this person. I don't want to deal with this mess I let create to this huge mess. So a lot of us don't continue our journey, not because we're bad people. Not no one's really bad. It's because we're scared. We're fearful. What will people think of me? And then if someone's really on this healing journey and they're going at it, going at it, going at it, then they start to think, well, if I go too far, am I going to remember who I am? Am I going to remember my kids' names? Am I going to remember, like, how far does it go? Do I lose my individuality? I love being Brenda. I do. I don't want to lose being Brenda. But I get that Brenda's just part of the whole. But I'm still here. I still have a personality. I still know my kids' names. And although my world has changed a lot, and I wake up every morning now looking at this beautiful countryside, saying, wow, how did I get here? And then the other day I was reflecting. I did see a psychic reader many years ago. This is like, I don't know, 9 years ago. And if I think about it, she actually, is like, I recorded her stuff, actually saw this and explained it to me, which didn't even seem like sense back then. And I said, how much of our journey is destiny? How much of it is what we're creating? And I think it's a balance of a lot of different things. I do believe we have free will when we come here with our contracts, with our missions. So before we reincarnate, I do believe in reincarnation. Yes, I'll do this, 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 and this. It's going to be easy because I'm all knowing. I know everything up there. So now I come into this human body, you forget everything, and you have to kind of go through that intuition and follow. But there's a lot of experiences. Could I have avoided those experiences? Could I have avoided those traumas? And then I sit and reflect, well, if this person saw me here, in the last 9 years, I've gone through so much. Did I have to go through all that to get here? I don't know the answer perfectly, but sometimes I feel like, yeah, Brenda, you did have to go through those experiences because you would not be the person you are today without them. And then I was talking to another healer friend of mine, and she heard from me recently, and she was asking her angels, why did this happen? And her lessons were to slow down, reconnect, and start asking for help because she's a very independent person who does everything on her own because of her life experiences. So, for the first time, she let somebody work on her energetically and she allowed me to do it. I asked for permission. She said, yeah, I'm going to allow you to do it. And I felt honored to be the first energy worker to actually give her a session because she has been giving all this time. Then I was got into a conversation with her about how hard this journey is. And then she was channeling, and the answer I got is what I get is, why would you ever think this journey would be easy? Planet Earth is a planet of duality. It's a planet of experience. Some people will grow and learn through pain, discomfort, sadness. But if they look at it, that's kind of what they signed up for. And those experiences can be looked at differently and processed differently to say, what a blessing. And we do have a lot of people coming through sickness or accidents on the other side of it saying, that was the best experience I could have had because I'm now more open. I have more awareness to see the broader picture of things. Or that relationship was, yeah, it wasn't nice, it wasn't fun, But now I look back and know I couldn't live through a relationship like that. So I'm different now. I grew from it. When we go through uncomfortable experiences, then we really appreciate when we get to the other side of what is good. So if we don't know what bad is, how do we know good is? And there isn't really a bad or a good, but in human life, we can actually say that experience wasn't so good, and that one was, I'm gonna say it was bad. But you know, when I always get these downloads, they're like, no experience is bad. Every experience is what it is, and it'll take it to the extreme where even when someone passes away, that's a beauty in itself. That's a transition. They're moving on to their next learning. Yeah, I get that from a 5D experience. I get that from that broader perspective. But when I'm dealing with loss and sadness, the 3D me goes through all those emotions we go through when we lose someone or someone's passing on. So we're kind of going in between 3D, 5D experiences, pulling out from the experience and getting out of the drama and watching it. I think the biggest tip I can give is when you wake up in the morning, try your best to get into alignment and balance and allow that deep breath. Breath is a really easy way to connect to you. Use affirmations. Affirmations in this time are very powerful. The more positivity you send out, it is going to come back. What you bless blesses you back. What you damn damns you back. So if I'm going to wake up in the morning and say, oh, this day is going to suck, you know, blah, 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 and this person's coming over, and I can't stand this person. Let's just say, you know, I remember people would say, like, their days just be so horrible. Well, what are you going to get? A horrible day. Just by changing your words, your thoughts, your actions, these are all things you can do yourself. Then you're going to notice things are slightly going to change. And they are, when I say slightly, they change slowly. Our energetic field changes first, our physical reality follows after. Some of us manifest quicker than others. So if I say something early in the morning, I will see it manifest by the end of the day and say, whoa, my thoughts were off. I better change it. And then I can see it switch very quickly. So I've learned my thoughts really create this reality I'm living. And that is exactly it. It's my reality, my perception. We all have our realities and perceptions because we're all coming in with all that subconscious stuff in the background that's playing. It's all those belief systems we have serving you or non-serving you. So think about it. Here we are, 10 people, and we're going to walk down the street together. All 10 of us are going to have a different experience of that walk. Some of us, depending where we are going to see the scary things that were on the road. That car was going so fast, it came so close to us, almost hit us. Oh my God, did you see that dead animal on the road? It was disgusting. Then there's going to be the others on the opposite end that say, wow, that was the most beautiful walk. I was in all of your presence. I saw birds chirping, the sun was beaming on my face. They didn't even notice that car that was rushing by. And then there's everything in between. So how are we all having a different experience, but we're all in the same place? It's because our brains can only process so much. These are multi-computers. That's kind of what's creating a reality. All that part of the brain, we use every part of our brain to create what we're creating. So my programming, which has been cleared, so I now can see the beauty without the fear. I'm going to see the beauty of this planet even when there's lots of stuff going on. Yeah, I see that stuff and I send love to it and I say, peace is possible. We're going to get out of this. But back in the day, when I would see that, I would say, oh, there's no way we're going to get out of this. This world is chaotic. It's crazy. People are mean everywhere. But when you start to pull out that resistance, you're raising that vibration, you're raising that frequency. Well, then more positive things are going to be able to filter through so you can see them. And the trick is anytime something good happens, bless it, appreciate it. Before I go to bed, sometimes I do it in writing. I prefer to write, but lately I've been very tired because I don't know why. I don't know if it's a country air, but my writing as I'm going, I just fall asleep. But I'm just sitting quietly saying, what little miracles happened today? And my life is a lot of up and down. People who really know what I go through, there's a lot of clearing of the crap that needs to come up. There's a lot of blessings in my life at the same time. So at the end of the day, I thank all experience and everyone who has come into my life to teach me something. And then I end up being thankful, and I start listing all the good things. Like I was noticing birds outside making nests. So I have these trees and they're all getting filled with birds making nests. My cat went out for the very first time on the deck, because he's feeling more comfortable in his new home. And it was so cute because he's laying in the snow and playing around. And that was so sweet. Then, I got a call from someone and they said something kind, and my body was really healthy and I ate well today, and I had a nice warm house to go to bed in, and I connected with my children to say I love you. So all those little things I can say, yeah, I did. I had a lot of good things happen today. And for those who might not have anything good happening in their lives, I remember, I think it was Donald Walsh. He wrote that book, My Conversation with God, and I think it was him or it was Joe Vitale, but it really resonated with me. In his darkest day, he was camping, I think, because he was homeless. Actually, they were both homeless. That's why I'm kind of mixing up the stories. But I think it was Donald Walsh. He had nothing. He had to borrow a tent from his ex-wife to sleep in a homeless park. But he had a pen and he had a paper. And he thanked God for the pen that he had, that he could say thank you in writing to his wife for the tent that she gave him. And he stayed in appreciation, although he lost everything. And one good thing led to another good thing. And he got himself out of a very desperate situation and became a writer and a teacher of how the power of thoughts, connection, and appreciation really can move us forward. He was one of the first spiritual books I ever read, Conversations with God, which really resonated with me at that time. And that was given to me from some stranger on the TTC as I was going to work. She said, listen, this book helped me, you need it. And I looked at her like, okay. I read it and it was so beautiful. So, that's another blessing, just a stranger, an act of kindness. So a lot of people I know have books they love and they'll just hand them out to strangers saying, hey, this, you might need that, because sometimes you just feel this, like this person can benefit from that book. But just going out to the grocery store and giving someone a smile, holding the door, saying thank you, that's adding hope and love to this planet as well. So you don't have to do big things, just do little things, because those little things add up. Just waking up in the morning and being thankful to be on this planet is adding positive energy to this planet. Taking 3 minutes of your day every day, connecting and just saying peace is possible adds a beautiful wave of energy, a ripple effect that continues. The neat thing is when you throw a pebble in water, we have a ripple effect. We don't know what that's doing, but it's there, right? We're not really paying attention. But when you add positivity, there's a ripple effect. That thought stays in the ethers forever. So you think about, there's negative thoughts in the ethers, there's positive thoughts, and they're kind of shifting polarity, good and bad and good and bad. But if you think about it, the more of us that send positivity, well, that's going to overload the light, which will start to dissolve the darkness. Darkness is just the lack of light. It's removed from the light. It's lost its way. But through love, you don't want to fight the darkness. We just want to hold the light to it. So a lot of the nasty things that come my way, if I start fighting it and being angry about it, well, I'm just adding power to that. If I hate the war, we're going to stop the war, we're going to protest against the war, I'm adding energy to the war. I think it was Mother Teresa that says, I will never attend a war rally. Bring me on a march for peace or something like that, then I'll go, because that's adding peace, not anti. We don't be against something. The war against drugs makes the war against drugs bigger. So anything that we add energy to grows. So when you look at something and you don't like it and it hurts your heart, just simply say peace is possible. There's beautiful love in this planet. We are powerful, and positivity will win, and positivity will prevail. And we are moving into a new earth. We're definitely going, like it or not. We're going. Well, we should like it, but the earth doesn't like it. How fast are we going to get there? That is the key. And that's where it's up to humankind, the human consciousness, to open up and really shift us. And as we shift, we are going to shift either quicker or slower. I'm not sure. Sometimes I feel like it's slower and sometimes it's longer. And I think it keeps moving because the consciousness of humanity keeps shifting. Some people are very happy, then they go into fear, then they're happy, and they go into fear. We see it in our own lives, and that's adding to what's happening on planet Earth right now. All right, everyone. So let's get into the healing part, which is the beautiful part that we all are here for. The energies are really high nowadays, and whatever is bubbling up for you, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, just allow it to come up. And it can be a little bit uncomfortable at the beginning. A lot of people say, like, oh, I felt so uncomfortable at the beginning. Just breathe through it and just know that you are completely protected, completely loved. The light on this planet is stronger than ever before. The healing energies that are pushing humanity forward are really giving us wonderful healings. Healings are like, people are just peeling off layers faster than before. Almost like there was a skinny layer that would come off before. Now healing sessions, bigger layers are leaving, and the next layer is coming up. So I'm going to drink some water, put on some music, and we'll begin. All right, here we go. So let me know. I may talk a little bit and just let me know the balance of the music. Oh, and one thing, I am working on finding new music. I want something where I can have copyright, no issues. I'm just finding the right music that I love. So I'm working on that. But right now we have the music that I really love that has tons of copyright issues. And I'm just going to use it anyway. I'm going to use this one. Okay, so I'm gonna share the music. It might be a bit loud right now. 1 second. Loud on my end, so it might be loud on your end. So if someone can just write in the chat box, I shall put the mic a little bit closer. Hear me? Or is the music too loud? All right. Okay, maybe no one can hear me. It's a bit too loud. Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you. Give me a second. I will put that down. Okay, I put that down a lot. Does that make a difference? Is that better? Yeah, okay, great. Perfect. Okay. Just making sure, some people put in the chat some special intentions for people who are not doing well. One thing I will say when we're bringing in special intentions, don't repeat what that person is going through. The guides know their traumas, their sickness, they know. It doesn't have to be repeated. What you can simply say, and then you're powerful enough to do this, we all are, is as we start this beautiful meditation, as we start this healing, that you can direct this energy to that person and just say whatever that person needs, because you already know what they need, and leave it up to that person's higher self to either accept it or not. We cannot force a healing. We can only make this love available to whoever's willing to accept it. So everyone on the call is going to get a healing. Anyone who's watching later on will get a healing. We're going to send this out to our family, our friends, our pets, our homes, and then we're going to send it out to this beautiful world, Mother Earth, and all of humanity, all the animals, the air, the trees, the ocean. And the beautiful thing is, as we send this out, it's magnified because we're all doing this together. It stays in the ethers and it continues to shine well after we're off the call. So it's quite beautiful. We are adding positivity, we're adding love. So we are making a difference. So know that you are important. Being on these calls is important for you, important for me, it's important for humanity. I love doing the calls because I always feel like, hey, I'm gonna call it compassionate action because we're doing something that makes a difference without really understanding how we're making a difference. All right, everyone, I'm gonna drink a little more water and we'll begin. Okay, there we go. So we're just gonna allow a deep breath now. It doesn't matter if you're laying down or sitting down. When you're deep breathing, you want that beautiful breath to be available to every cell in your body. That's what that deep breathing does. Every cell of your body is with you because it wants to be with you. So as we do this, we're honoring every cell of our body, from our hair to our skin to our bones to our blood, down to the red blood cells and the white blood cells and our bodily fluids, our veins, our arteries, our organs. It all comes together as a gift from Mother Earth to us. Let's honor it, let's respect our bodies, and let's love our bodies and ask them to be their very best, tip-top shape and in great health. And we know and trust our bodies can do that. We have a beautiful, innate, smart system. Our body knows, and if we get out of the way, it knows exactly what to do. So we're going to use this beautiful time to get out of the way so we can be infused with this beautiful light energy. As these beings of light come in and work on us, the emotional, the mental, the physical, the etheric field, and all healing it all for us. And we're going to ask that we are easy to work with, that we're going to get out of the way, and we're going to allow the maximum healing possible today. You're breathing at your own pace, but you do want to breathe deeply in and exhale till your belly goes flat. And some of us start to feel tingling sensations or warmth, but you might feel nothing at all, but you are definitely getting a healing that you need today. Whether you feel it or not, it's working on you as you allow, as it's needed. As we're healing, there's sometimes some emotions will pop up. We may not know where they're coming from. Just add some light. Say, hey, I feel something bubbling up. Let's get this moving. I'm ready to release it at this time. As we release whatever we're meant to today, we have beautiful waves of light that are replacing this dense energy. We don't need this anymore. We want the light. We're asking for every cell of our body to vibrate at such high frequency that any negativity, any lower energy just dissolves, transmute, and we're asking for a healing for ourselves, and we're asking for healing for our family and our friends, our pets, the clearing of our homes. We're asking for this beautiful energy to be made available for all those ones we love And at this time, you can make any special intentions of anyone that you're a little more concerned for, knowing that they are going to have a healing that they can handle that's right for them. Can't force it, we're just having it made available. And we're asking the love of God to surround them. And may their higher selves take whatever's needed for them at this time. Whether it's peace of mind, calmness, letting go of any anxieties or stress or worry. Whether it's a body that needs healing, or just the release of negative thought patterns that has someone in a lower vibration of depression and sadness. May it lift. And may they feel that love in their heart. May they know their importance. May they know their magnificence. May they know they can snap out of it and feel that love and connection once again. Sending some compassion and love to our furry friends, our feathered friends that hold so much of our pain, that calm us down when we're feeling sad, that give us that love and support when we need it. We're sending a special blast to all the animals of this planet, the birds that we see getting ready for spring that make us smile, to the little raccoon that eats our garbage and makes us a little mad. Sending love to all the animals on this planet and all the beings in our oceans and seas, to all humanity, starting to reach out. First it was in the GTA, and then all of Ontario, and then all of Canada, North America. This energy is now creeping into the oceans, across the seas, into the other continents. And now we have this beautiful light surrounding Mother Earth. And our personal healings continue. Our special intentions continue. This light is so powerful. It reaches millions. We may never know who benefits from this, but in our hearts, we have a feeling that there are many transformations happening at this time. Because the light we are sending is connecting to so many groups out there sending light, individuals sending light and holding the space. I personally know people who just meditate all day long. That is their mission on earth. Quietly meditating, holding and sending love to humanity. As we get together to send this love, it is just magnifying all that beautiful light that's already on this planet. And right now, our cells are vibrating so beautifully. There's beautiful healings happening. We're going to have a beautiful shift into positivity, peace, health, love, joy. If there are any relationships in your life right now that are causing you stress or sadness, just see that relationship in front of you. See those people and send them love. The understanding, flow between all of you. May healing happen. May those triggers melt away. asking Mother Earth to allow her beautiful energy to come into our bodies through our feet, up our ankles, and our legs, and our thighs, and our hips, and our stomachs, and may it just infuse our entire body. This body is a gift from Mother Earth, and her healing energies can bring us back into balance, into peace, into realignment. And then we have this beautiful energy coming from the stars, coming from the heavens, with these beautiful beings of light are infusing us with such beautiful healing energy. Whatever is needed for us is being done, and all we need to do is be grateful and thankful and say, I allow and give permission for this healing today. May my worries dissolve away. May my anxieties and fears just melt away as we raise into a higher vibration where all we know is peace and love and joy, good health, understanding and kindness and compassion. And when we're in this vibration, we don't want to get out. It feels so beautiful. And where you're starting to feel that peace come over your body, that love, really focus on it and say thank you. I would love to feel this all the time. And each of us have these beautiful beings of light working on whatever we need. I'm going to ask that we're all wrapped up in this beautiful golden blanket of love. You can only imagine how beautiful this blanket is. It's coming from the heavens. It's warm, it's gold, it's healing, it's soft, and you are being wrapped around. This is a very healing blanket. It's taking away, dissolving, transmuting any physical pains, any emotional pains, any experiences you just want to let go. Just let that blanket absorb it all away from you as it replaces everything with a feeling of love and security. Every human being on this planet is magnificent, powerful. We're asking that our magnificence shines through. May we feel that love. May we know we're loved. May we replace any negative thoughts with positive ones. We're asking for these beautiful affirmations. I am magnificent. I am powerful. I am healthy. I am love. I am compassion. I am intelligent. I am knowing. Anything you want to say about yourself that's positive, you can say it now and have it deep into your subconscious as it rewrites anything negative that you generally say. Negative thoughts, negative thought patterns are leaving the subconscious mind and being replaced with positive affirmations of your magnificence. I am worthy. I am beautiful. I am healthy. I am happy. I attract love. I attract joy. I live in peace and harmony. I am surrounded by love and abundance, and I allow all that good stuff to flow to me because that is my birthright. I allow healing at all levels. I allow personal growth. And using positive words comes very easily because I am love, I am powerful, and I deserve it. We're calling upon the energies of the whales of dolphins with our healing energy start to intertwine. And some of us may feel their presence, some of us may see them. We're asking for this beautiful, magnificent healing and love to flow through Mother Earth, the atmosphere, the forests, all the bodies of water, all the structures on Earth, everything through, dissolving any sadness, lower energies, and replacing them with positive energy. There's a beautiful healing energy as lower energies are moving through the Christ consciousness field and being transmuted into light. On a personal note, we're balancing and clearing all of our chakras, not just the major sevens, but all the little ones that feed and lead them. Chakras, which is energy centers, are being cleared in the right way to allow our energetic system to flow with ease. Pressing for our meridian systems to become unblocked. Our auric field, our biofield to be cleared at ease and allowing that love and beautiful healing energy to do its thing at this time. If any emotions are coming up, just simply say, I honor the experience and I let it go. I acknowledge the experience and I let it go. Just starting to clear the emotional field that's been stuck and had repressed energy that's no longer needed. We're starting to clear away old traumas that no longer serve you. Any splinters or some fragments that may have broken away with that we have created in fear dissipating and transmuting into the light. We're tapping into our strength, our magnificence, our connection. And we're going to have the awareness to speak with positive thoughts, kindness and compassion for ourselves and for everyone we meet. And now we can simply state all the things that we're thankful for. Sending that out into the ether, knowing that this planet is headed into a beautiful place. And we have just added to that. Peace is possible, compassion, love, and kindness, the opening of human hearts. Because that connection feels so good. Everyone should be able to enjoy it. It's there for every human being on this planet. We'll set the intentions that people may feel that love that is being surrounded to them at this time and every moment of the day. May people trust their intuition, their knowings. May they realize they are connected and powerful and magnificent. We're asking these beings of light to put each and every one in a liquid bubble of love and light. This bubble is so powerful. You're going to be surrounded by liquid love going forward. And whenever you feel unconnected, remember this feeling. Remember this connection, because you have it always. You are powerful. You just need to ask. You're safe, you're secure, you are loved, you're confident, you're healthy, you're strong. Allow that high vibration, that connection of yours to beam that light into every situation in your life, to every person you meet. Now allowing your breath, we're going to anchor in this feeling. And if you're feeling really good right now, you may want to touch a part of your body and tap in that feeling. You might be patting yourself on the head, rubbing your chest. Whenever you want to recall this feeling, just bring back that feeling by tapping in the same spot. There's no right or wrong, or where you want to tap in this love. We're anchoring in this love, this feeling, so we can remember it at any part of the day.
아니야
We'll send thanks to these beings of light that came in today to help each and every one of us in humanity as a whole.
할루에
We know you're
힘이나바
always there supporting us, and we thank you. And we're sending the love that was given to us back to you. Now, for those of you who are still in this, I'm going to be quiet and allow the music to play for another minute or so before I do the voice.
Hey, 야우의 인간 셈마 네예 세리야오 세리야오 엔니야
And for those who are ready to come back, we're going to slowly turn off the music and get the singing bowl ready. You may want to wiggle your toes and your fingers, but if you want to stay in this meditative state, feel free just to hang out and just rest and enjoy whatever time zone you're in your morning, and just relax and get back to sleep. Allow the love to continue working. It's going to be with you all day. You might be very thirsty. Continue drinking lots over the next 3 or 4 days. You've just been infused with so much healing energy. All of us have. Thank you for the kind words. It was actually very intense today. Did you notice that? Like I'm still spinning. It's the love on this planet is really increasing. So never give up hope, because that's one thing we can send out to this beautiful planet of ours. So for those of you, the singing bowl may not sound perfect as it comes through, but the intention is what it is. And really what it does is it helps people process that stuck energy quicker. It also clears the house quicker. It'll happen naturally without the bowl, just kind of push it along, because I like to leave people feeling back, less dizzy before we hang up. Yeah, a lot of people had some, yeah, it's beautiful. I actually at one point I left for a while and I was like I call it the universe, I go into just pure space. And it's like I watch everything from very high level and it's like, I didn't want to come back. And then I thought, okay, where am I? So it's really cool. Really nice. And I have to remind myself what I'm doing. All right, here we go. So I'm going to play this 3 or 4 times. It's really neat. Yeah, Pamela mentioned something that she was just reminded that she wanted to come here on planet Earth. And it's very interesting because some of us go, why would we come here at this time? This is actually the most exciting time to be on planet Earth. And for those of us who were born before 2012, we came in with hidden gifts because we didn't know as we were incarnated whether we were going to go through the ascension process or not, because it wasn't 100% at that before we were born, when we were born. So we came in with hidden gifts that are being activated in our 24th chromosome. And people who are in the call, people who are doing the work, are the leaders of this. Doesn't make us better, does not make us better. We're just wiser because we've done many lifetimes, probably have done the ascension process and other planets. So we have the training to help humanity. But we come in with big missions, and life isn't that easy. And that's that you came here with purpose. You chose to be here. And I question that all the time. Are we sure I came here? And I always get, yes, pull up your panties and keep going. So I do that, and that's the message I get. And I get it from other people. Other people say, Jess, Brenda, did you think it was going to be easy? You knew it wasn't, but you chose it. Okay, so here we are going through our journey. So just love yourself. Where you are is perfect and evolving, and just allow your love to shine, because that's why we're here, to hold the light for those who can't. So thank you, everyone. That was really beautiful. And I'm just going to read a few more messages here. Oh, yeah, beautiful. Whenever I talk about the animals of the planet, all my past pets, and I've had many come and go, or animals. I used to go run to the forest and like spend the day there as a child, and I would just talk to the animals, and that was my favorite thing to do. My parents thought I was running away, but I was just running away into the forest for the day. And I feel like every animal that you've ever loved, they sense that love. And someone recently said to me that when we are loving an animal, that we're in connection and we're loving the animal, they feel like there's the love of 1,000 angels. So pets, animals really do feel the love that we give to them. So if you have a dog, a cat, a bird, a mouse, whatever your pet is, just love it. Just because they just melt in your arms, and they give us so much love back. And even when they pass on, they never really pass on. They become our spirit guides, our animal spirit guides, and you can feel them. And sometimes they reincarnate and become your pet again. I'm sometimes, I know my cat is a cat, but he acts like a dog. So I always wonder, he's got a bit of mix of my other dog, because you never know. All right, everyone. It was lovely seeing you, everyone. Let me know, actually, in the chat quickly, is this time too early? I'm thinking if I did it on a Saturday or Sunday again, maybe we should do it later. Like, I don't know. There's so many people that registered with a little bit of, I'm not going to say complaints, just, hey, Bren, too early. I'm an early bird myself. So for yeah, it was early for some, and I got a lot of people saying send me the replay. So I am gonna not. I'm just gonna send out this replay with no edits, just the raw form because it's too long to edit anyway. And yeah, I guess we'll figure it out. The replay is good for people, and some people fall asleep. But you know that the neat thing is this type of healing is starting to be noticed. I'm getting a lot of clients internationally. So they said, hey, when you're doing international, if you do it too early, it's 6 in the morning for us. So I'm like, there's so much to know. So anyway, we'll just play it by ear, go with it, and send love where we can. All right, everyone, the replay will come out. I'm going to upload it, and all I do is I get a little slap on the wrist from YouTube for copyright issues. But I'm not making money off this anyway, so what's the big deal? So I'll just upload it in raw form and say, there you go. We're just sending love. Why get in trouble for that? All right, everyone, have a beautiful day, and we'll connect. I think the next one, oh, it's right in front of me. Tuesday, March 21st at 9 p.m. All right, well, for those of you who are on March break and enjoying your kids, do so with lots of fun. You know, just have as much fun as you can. And let's smile to everyone we meet. All right, everyone. Have a blessed day. Have a good one.